Hey OTF family, welcome to day 34 of your home workout. Coach Katie here, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about what we've got in store for you. If you're looking for a little bit of cardio, looking to work your core and focus on the lower body, so your legs and your glutes, this workout is right up your street. All you need is mini bands. Apart from that, the workout is body weight. You can join Coach Dan in the morning at 7 a.m, me at 1 p.m, or Coach Emily at 7:30 in the evening. So 3 opportunities to catch us live on Zoom, or you can just catch us on YouTube at any point throughout the day to get that workout in. So remember, we love to share success. We want to know when you've completed that workout and how you found it. Send it to your friends or family, anyone that you think would love that workout. So yeah, enjoy, and we look forward to seeing you.
Orange Nation, we are ready to work. But of course, before we get into all of that, we have to make sure our body is properly warmed up before we crush today's workout. This dynamic warm-up is going to consist of 6 minutes long, made up of 3 exercises for 2 rounds. Lindsay, you ready?
Ready.
Let's do it. So Lindsay is grabbing a toolbox, or of course you can use anything that is going to be safe for you to step up on. You can even use the stairs that are in your house. So when she's performing her step-ups, notice that her foot is all the way on. That includes her heel. We're gonna do this for 30 seconds on one leg and then 30 seconds on the other. That looks good, Lindsay. Moving on, to keep our body warmed up, is going to be our knee lift to an extension. This is gonna challenge our balance. So this is 30 seconds on the leg, on your right leg, and then 30 seconds on the left. You're gonna feel this in the back side of your body, your glutes, the hamstrings, and the calves. That's gonna simulate the exercises that we have later for you. Then finally, we'll transition to our butt kicks. And notice this one's gonna get your heart rate up. Lindsay's pumping her arms, she's smiling, she's excited. And then of course, if you need your option of jumping is not for you, we'll just slow it down and focus on bringing your heel towards your glutes. Lindsay, you warmed up?
Ready.
Let's get it.
can't you just see how far away that we are from each other? Without flow, there'll never ever be something that you could really treasure. And treasure it, could I hope you will. Uncross that heart of yours, what you waiting for? 'Cause I wanna be your lady. Unlock that heart of yours. You don't have to be alone. Run away from yet another. Before you get the chance to see what we could really do for each other, and we really could do something good. Uncross that heart of yours, what you waiting for? 'Cause I wanna be your lady. Unlock that heart of yours. You don't have to be alone. Don't have to stand out on your own. You don't have to be alone. Don't have to stand out on your own. You don't have to be alone.
This block is focusing on lower body, but we're going to use the mini bands. The mini bands are so important because it's going to focus on strengthening our stabilization muscles, which is ultimately going to help prevent injuries. Lindsay, you ready to go?
Ready.
Sounds good. So notice Lindsay is going to begin sitting down for safety when she's putting on her mini band. Today's location is what we call the mid band, which is right below the kneecap. Our first exercise is going to be our abduction. Mostly shifting all of her weight in just a single leg, and the opposite leg is going to extend out, focusing on the glutes and the hip. Great job, Lindsay. ISO walk, it's an ISO squat monster walk. So the pattern on this one is bringing one foot towards the inner part, and then you're going to step out. So it is 4 steps forward and then 4 steps coming back. That equals 1, and we have a total of 6. Jump squats is coming for us next. Focus on explosive strength. We're going to sit back in our heels, jump up as high as we can, land soft, pressing your knees out with the mini bands. Option is going to be to squat, coming up on your toes for a calf raise. Our last exercise is going to be the good morning. Starting in our standing set position, feet directly underneath your hips, fingertips lightly behind your ears, shifting your hip back and standing right back up. The range of motion is going to be different for everybody. Just trying to get your chest parallel to the ground and then return to that starting position. Lindsay, how do those mini bands feel?
Fantastic burn.
Woo, let's do this.
I was all caught up for a while, running circles around my own head. Too bad I was acting like a child. I'd rather act like the woman I am. You don't self-worth. You don't know I could do anything. You don't know where I could go. You don't know I could do anything. You don't know. I woke up feeling brand new. Nice to meet you. Don't tell me what I can't do. I'll get it done. Woke up feeling brand new. It's nice to meet you. I bet it's nice to meet me too. How come it took so long to see that if I want something different, it's up to me. Woke up feeling brand new. Nice to meet you. Don't tell me what I can't do. I'll get it done. Woke up feeling brand new. It's nice to meet you. I bet it's nice to meet me too.
It's about to get started, I'm feeling the groove. Somebody let's party, get naughty, I do what I do. So baby shake it, I wanna take it, and I'm all over you. Drinking, smoking, everybody move. It's on, baby, go crazy, everybody hit the floor. We on an adventure, maybe we'll get so hazy till the morning shows the light. No, I can't get enough, you know I hold it down. The music steady playing, listen to the sound. And I'ma drop a couple stacks, do it like that when I come around. So just raise your hands to the sky. You know we're feeling so alive. And we got that money, got that money, got that. So just take your place, feel the vibe. You know we're feeling so alive. And we got that money, got that money, got that. Put your hands to the sky. Yeah, we got that money, got that money. Raise your glass up high. Yeah, we got that money, got that money. It's about to get started, I'm feeling the groove. Somebody let's party, get naughty, I do what I do. So baby shake it, I wanna take it, and I'm all over you. Drinking, smoking, everybody move. It's on, baby, go crazy, everybody hit the floor. We on an adventure, maybe we'll get so hazy till the morning shows the light. Now I can get enough, you know I hold it down. The music steady playing, listen to the sound. And I'ma drop a couple stacks, do it like that when I come around. So just raise your hands to the sky. You know we're feeling so alive. And we got that money, got that money, got that. So just take your place, feel the vibe. You know we're feeling so alive. And we got that money, got that money, got that. Put your hands to the sky. Yeah, we got that money, got that money. Yeah, we got that money, got that money.
We've been hanging on for quite some time. It's gonna be a very long night. And I got everything, so now I feel right. If you're ready, then let us party for the night. If you're ready to have an awesome time, I'm ready, so let's party for the night. If you're ready to have an awesome time, I'm ready, so let us party for the night. We've been hanging on for quite some time. It's gonna be a very long night. And I got everything, so now I feel right. If you're ready, then let us party for the night. If you're ready to have an awesome time, I'm ready, so let's party for the night. If you're ready to have an awesome time, I'm ready, so let us party for the night.
Bottles
and bottles and bottles. I'm popping some bottles and more, doing the most. How can I stop when I'm going? As long as it's green, I'ma go. Let us get low, partying like I'm the host. All white like I'm a ghost. Just so you know, I am the life of the party. I'm so bright, I can just glow. Feel so good when you alive. Tasting the airs, I breathe in the night. Let's take a flight, we can go high. Vegas to Cali or even Dubai. Don't ask why, just say yeah. Anywhere that you can think of, we there. Facing our fears as we go on this ride. Loving this life, I'm ready for the night. I'm ready tonight. We've been hanging on for quite some time. It's gonna be a very long night. And I got everything, so now I feel right. If you're ready, then let us party for the night. If you're ready to have an awesome time, I'm ready, so let's party for the night. If you're ready to have an awesome time, I'm ready, so let us party for the night. In my red view, I got a clear view, but if I did too, take a chance, I wanna dance, so I'ma ask if you a kid too. Here's the truth, I'm feeling nice and you looking right, so let's share the room. A cup of ice and a double shot of whatever's got me in this mood. It just feels good, living your life like you know that you should. Ride that wave, sip champagne, out for the night cause we just got paid. Club on slate, nothing to say, just good vibes, we live in a blade. Doing whatever we want on this ride. Loving this life, I'm ready for the night, I'm ready tonight. We've been hanging on for quite some time. It's gonna be a very long night. And I got everything, so now I feel right. If you're ready, then let us party for the night. If you're ready to have an awesome time, I'm ready, so let's party for the night. If you're ready to have an awesome time, I'm ready, so let us party for the night.
We know that you've been missing the treadmill inside the studio, so this block is going to mimic those intervals and really elevate that heart rate. We have 6 total exercises, so we'll pair the first 2 together for 30 seconds each, followed by a full recovery. The second pair of exercises, 45 seconds each, followed by a full recovery. And then the last pair of exercises, 60 seconds each, followed by that full recovery to complete the block. Are you ready to work? All right, yes, let's get uncomfortable. We're gonna start with a push effort by doing high knees. So standing set position, just like Dee Dee is, driving one knee up at a time with power. Again, we're starting to elevate that heart rate. Remember, uncomfortable, breathy feeling. Your option, you can take it into a nice, strong march in place. No rest, we're gonna go right into that all-out effort with a star jump. So you're gonna drive those arms up at the same time that you're exploding those legs out. Nice, powerful movements. Remember, 30 seconds here. You look awesome doing that. Option there is to take a step out and then step it back in, or you can take it to a regular jumping jack. I think we earned that 30 seconds off after that, right? Sounds good. We're gonna go into that second pair of exercises. Again, remember, push into all out, starting with our speed skater. So you wanna make sure you've got enough space side to side, shoot off of one leg, catch yourself with that balance, but think about speed. So you see how Dee Dee's moving back and forth, again, elevating that heart rate, getting uncomfortable. Your option, big step to one side and drive that inside knee up. 45 seconds there, then immediately going into a mountain climber. Coming down to our mat or our towel, high plank position, stack your shoulders directly over your wrist, keeping that core tight and those glutes engaged, one knee at a time, driving in. Think all out. So again, very uncomfortable, 45 seconds there, your option. You slow it down, you tap one toe at a time. Again, earn those 30 seconds off. Are we ready for our last pair of exercises? Ready. All right, 60 seconds each. We're gonna actually pop back up. We're going into a sumo squat with an alternating punch. So feet are nice and wide, toes point out just slightly, sit into those heels, and then with that smile on your face, we're gonna act like we're punching the air, alternating, working those obliques at the same time that we're raising that heart rate. Again, uncomfortable push effort here. And then that final effort, we are gonna go into our high plank jack. So right back down on that mat, back into that same high plank position. Think speed rather than width. So nice and quick movements out and in with those feet, keeping that core nice and tight so we're not bouncing up and down. Your option, you step it out and you step it back in. It is time to get into that orange zone.
Can it be done? Hey. Can it be done? I will not forget. anticipation. You harnessed me and told me come in close. It's where I belong. The hole is gone. Felt as though I was far away. You got me with your voice to where I belong. The hole is gone. You're the shape I didn't know I needed in my life. You best believe I see it in your eyes. You best believe I see it in your eyes. You best believe I see it in your eyes. You best believe I see it in your eyes. See it in your eyes. Arms and legs uncrossed. There's no conversation, and I'm noticing I'm staggering across to you. It's my resignation. I'm letting go and letting you go in to where you belong. The hole is gone. Felt as though I was far away. You got me with your voice to where I belong. My heart was stone. You're the shape I didn't know I needed in my life. You best believe I see it in your eyes. You best believe I see it in your eyes. You best believe I see it in your eyes. You best believe I see it in your eyes. Can it be done? Can it be done? Can it be done? Best believe. Can it be done? Best believe I know it's real. I've seen it with my eyes. Best believe. Can it be done? Best believe I know it's real. I've seen it with my eyes. Best believe. Can it be done? Best believe I know it's real. I've seen it with my eyes. Eyes. You're the shape I didn't know I needed in my life. You best believe I see it in your eyes. You best believe I see it in your eyes.
This block is gonna be focusing on your lower body and your core. The best thing about it though, is all you're simply gonna need is your couch or an ottoman. It's 8 minutes long, and we have 4 exercises that we're just gonna repeat for those 8 minutes. Lindsay, you ready to get started?
Let's do it.
Our first exercise, we're gonna begin with a single leg seated squat to stand. One leg is gonna remain straight with the heel on the ground. Opposite leg, the knee is bent at 90 degrees. Lindsay's gonna drive through her heel, stand up, and sit right back down. Now notice when she comes back to start in that seated position, she's controlling her weight instead of just plopping down. What this is doing is increasing your time and her tension. Our second exercise is called our decline plank hip rocks. So Lindsay's hands are directly underneath her shoulders, her belly button is to her spine, and we're just gonna rock side to side, feeling this in your obliques. All she's simply doing is taking her hips towards the floor. Everybody's range of motion is different, so just go what feels okay for you. Exercise number 3 is our Bulgarian split squat. So we're just gonna begin right in front of our ottoman and taking 2 steps out in front. Back leg is on top of the ottoman. Lindsay's keeping her chest proud, dropping straight down. And it's so very important to keep your knee stacked directly over your ankle. Driving through your heels, feeling this to your glutes and hams. Our last exercise is the hip bridge. So Lindsay's gonna set up with the upper part of her shoulders on top of the ottoman. She's dropping down, her hips go towards the floor, doesn't quite sit on the floor. And notice when she comes up, she squeezes her glutes, she pauses for 1 second, she brings it right back down. So Orange family, ready to get that lower body talking.
ever feel alone, don't you mind? Just remember all the love you keep inside. Now flow with me.
Make up your mind what you're searching for. Sticky claim, is it fame? Do you see your name in lights? Make up your mind what you're searching for. Is it money? Is it something like freedom? Nothing against myself, but I can really see myself. Come around, come around, come around. Now I'm holding it down. I thought I was quiet, but then you brought that loud. It's instinct that I mentioned. Did you know that? In a minute, I felt different. No take backs, take back. Everyone's got a little bit of magic. Everyone's got a little trick up their sleeve. Yeah, everyone's got some kind of abracadabra. So cast your spell and make them believe. Ooh, you got some kind of magic, yeah. Yeah, you got some kind of magic. Oh, you got some kind of magic, baby. Yeah, you got some kind of magic. Put that pride on a shelf. Yeah. Now you can really see yourself. Clearing out, clearing out, clearing out while you hearing me now. You ain't gotta keep quiet about what you got now. Never rested, not to mention, cause you know that. But each minute feels different, no take back. Everyone's got a little bit of magic. Everyone's got a little trick up their sleeve. Yeah, everyone's got some kind of abracadabra. So cast your spell and make them believe. You got some kind of magic. Baby, you know you got some kind of magic. You got
All right, you guys wanted core, we're gonna give you core. 3 exercises, 12 reps of each. Now, Dee's gonna demonstrate each of the 3. Once we're done, you go ahead, hit that pause, and get started. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and, oh, we already have the pink towel ready.
I told you I was ready.
Nailed it. All right, let's go ahead, come down, laying down on our back. We're gonna start with 12 reps of a straight leg raise. So as you can see with Dee, her shoulders are making contact as well as her lower back. Legs are at a 90-degree angle stacked over the hips. Now, nice, slow, and control. We're gonna bring those heels down to the ground, hovering just above, but we wanna make sure that lower back is still in contact, then raising it back to that 90-degree position. Options here, you can always bend at the knees to reduce that lever. Now, let's go ahead and show that option. Perfect, D. So next up, we're gonna get back to that 90-degree angle. We have 12 reps of a straight leg hip raise. So from here, a little bit goes a long way. We're gonna drive those hips a little bit elevated, making sure those shoulders stay stacked, those hands are still in contact with the ground. Just like that straight leg hip raise, we can go ahead and bend at the knee. There we go. And last but not least, let's go back to that 90-degree angle. And we're gonna spice this up a little bit.
Oh my goodness.
Come on, you knew this was coming. We're gonna go ahead and use this suitcase right here. Go ahead and hold on to that. Arms fully extended. We now have 12 reps of a toe reach. There we go. So that lower back is still holding contact with the ground. She is raising those shoulders off, making contact with the toes. Now, of course, you don't necessarily need that suitcase, but it's a nice little plus. Now, remember, we have 3 exercises, 12 reps of each.
You hide away hot undercover. The sooner you discover it's true, for sure there will be stormy weather. But the weather will pass, can't you just see how far away that we are from each other? Without flow, there'll never ever be something that you could really treasure, and treasure it could. I hope you will. Across the highways, what you waiting for? 'Cause I wanna be your lady. Unlock the heart of yours. You don't have to be alone.
Caught up in a sense of wonder. A tide pulls from within her. It pulls you in. Night moves in and you're both under so close you breathe her in. A whisper, no space between. Open your eyes, see
worked our sympathetic nervous system throughout the workout as we elevated our heart rate. Now it's time to upregulate our parasympathetic nervous system to bring our heart rate back down and to cool off our bodies. We have 4 stretches coming at you, 20 seconds on each side. Ready, Ange?
Ready.
All right, our first stretch is going to be Cobra. We're gonna lie face down on our comfy mat or towel, bringing our hands directly at the sides of our chest as we lift our chest up off the ground till our range of motion allows, really stretching out that core. 20 seconds holding here. From there, we're gonna go into child's pose, where we're gonna bring our big toes together, pull our knees out a little bit wider than hip width apart, let our torso sink between the knees as we extend our arms, relaxing our head. Holding this for 20 seconds, our third stretch is going to be an angled child's pose, where we shift our hands a little bit to the right, feeling that nice deep pull and stretch along our side, and then switching it to the other side for 20 seconds. Our fourth stretch is going to be our seated toe reach, sitting up nice and tall on our sit bones as our legs are extended, feet are flexed, and just keeping her back nice and flat as she extends her arms straight out in front of her, hinging at her hips until her range of motion allows, slowly lowering her hands down once she feels that stretch in her hamstrings and her calves. Let's start getting that body cooled down.